Hey guys, it's Nick here. I did something that I haven't done in a long time, but I bought a game this weekend. A game I used to own, but then the disc broke. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I've been having some fun with that. But I had a kind of a crappy weekend, because someone responded to my Craigslist ad like maybe a week ago, and they said, let's meet this Sunday, or, this upcoming Sunday, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And, so I go over to the guy's house, and there's other band members there and stuff, so, they pretty much give me sheet music, and I'm able to read it pretty well. And of course, I'm not perfect my first time, but I do pretty good. We played the songs a few times, and I get better with each time. And they seemed to really like me. I thought I did pretty good. And later that night, I sent the guy a text because I said, I wanted him to know that I was interested and I liked, being in the band. I wanted to be in it. I wanted to be a part of it. And so I did that, and, his reply was, I'm just going to say less than neutral. He pretty much just said, well, we're just going to look for another guitarist. And that really freaking hurt me. I mean, because that's pretty much their way of saying, well, you suck, we don't want you. I mean, you could try to mask it all you want, but I know what you're trying to say, So that sucked. And I was trying to keep a brave face on things. It's like, I'll find something else. This wasn't meant to be. I'll find something else. So, I repost my ad, and another guy, today messages me. And he's actually closer, to where I am at, And this band that he's in is actually kind of successful. So he was like, well, we're looking for another guitarist because, I want to focus more on singing, more than playing guitar. So I'm like, all right, that's good. And he saw the 2 videos I posted in my ad, and he's like, yeah, it looks like you guys could, or it looks like you could play what we do, and So he asked me, well, do you have pedals, or do you have this, or do you have that? And it's like, well, no, I have, I've got my Ibanez, and I've got my Spider 6 amplifier, which kind of has pedals in it because it's got some flanger effects and reverb effects. So I thought, that should be good enough. And then he replied saying, well, you're not really what we're looking for. So that really kind of pissed me off. It's like, you didn't even give me a chance to audition. It's pretty much just like, well, you don't have what we want, so, we don't want anything to do with you. So it really upset me, and it's like, I don't know. I'm lost, It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't get a job. Every place I apply at doesn't hire me, I applied at Ivers recently, and nobody hired me. They said they were hiring. I read the sign, but I never heard back from them. So that only depressed me even more, So I'm trying not to go insane, but it's really tough, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm stuck in life, and I don't know. But I don't want to be living with my parents for the rest of my life. It's not a normal way to live. But, my sister's working and stuff, She still lives with, her parents, but she's got a job. It's actually her second job. The first one she got fired from. But, me, I've never had a job before. Every place wants to discriminate and stuff, because some place I've applied at, like one place won't hire me just because I didn't have a car, and if I knew that they weren't allowed to do that, I would have brought it up. But so much time has passed, it probably won't matter now. But a lot of places don't want to hire me because I'm autistic, because they think, oh, well, he's retarded, he can't do the job. Well, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know until you give me a chance, okay? At least give me a chance, okay? If you don't think I did good enough, yeah, say, sorry, you can't handle the work. But, don't just say, no, just because you're autistic, we don't want to hire you, bye, Don't do that. That's a really crappy thing to do, okay? It's discrimination. And see, that's the thing, it's harder for me to get it, or to get a job because of what I was born with, pretty much, Except I don't believe autism is something you just get nowadays. But maybe I'll do a video about that later. But yeah, it was kind of a crappy day. I did buy a few things, maybe, hoping I would feel a little better, which I kind of do. But I also asked my friends on Facebook to pray for me because I was just feeling really down today. Like I was on the verge of tears, you know, and I rarely ever get to that low, you know. But I was just really upset today. I was really depressed, you know. It's like I just feel like I'm not wanted, you know. And it's like, you know, I don't want to say I'm suicidal because, you know, I told my dad I wrote the lyrics for a song and you know, they're depressing lyrics. And then he tells my mom that, and then my mom thinks I'm depressed. It's like, okay, there's a thing you gotta know. Just because I write depressing lyrics doesn't mean I'm depressed, okay? I could write happy lyrics and I could be depressed, okay? No. Yo, it's just, as a Christian, I believe I have a job to do. God's not gonna just be like, you don't have to do your job, I'm just gonna call you back now. No, I gotta do my job before I die. It's, you know, but the problem is, what am I supposed to do? Well, I believe it's music because God gave me musical abilities, you know. And you could believe what you want, you know. You can believe, well, you were just born with musical talents, or, you know, or you just work really hard at music or something. Yeah, that might be, but the way I see it, you know, God gave me talents. You know, that's how I see it. But, I was planning on doing a video of, like, my political and religious beliefs some other time, but, not right now. So what did I get exactly today? Well, I got a book and I got a couple vinyls. So I guess I'll show you guys the vinyls. Again, I really try not to spend anything at all because I need to save money for stuff later this year. Like, I need the wristband for a couple, like, carnivals and stuff. But first thing I got here was Moon Over Bourbon Street, the single. This is a really great song. There's 3 songs on here. Of course, Moon Over Bourbon Street's one. And I guess it was inspired by Interview with a Vampire, some book or something that Sting read. But pretty much the song talks about this vampire and he loves this girl, but he has to, like, kill her or something like that because, you know, that's his nature, but he doesn't want to do that, but he has to. Then there's the Ballad of Mac the Knife. I've never heard that. I guess it's an unreleased song. Then the, you know, the all classic or all too familiar Fortress Around Your Heart, which is one of the best Sting songs in my opinion. Probably my favorite from the album. I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but I do like all of all the songs that were released as singles. So, and here's the bag. I got a couple shots of him playing bass, so that's pretty cool. And Moon Over Bourbon Street's really cool too because you know, he's playing this, like, upright bass, but it's got, like, this flange effect to it, or chorus effect, and it sounds really cool. So when I made the MIDI track for it, I just used a honky-tonk piano, which is pretty much 2 grand piano at once, except one's tuned sharp or flat, one of the two, so it gives it that effect. Anyways, the other one I got, I already have this vinyl, but not this exact one. This is The Dream of the Blue Turtles, but it's a German import. Now, as far as I know, there's no extra songs on here, but I mean, it's cool to have. I mean, I don't collect imports necessarily, but I just, you know, I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, and I'm German, you know, I got German heritage, so that's pretty cool. But Sting is really weird in this album. It's just got some weird imagery and stuff. Like, he's doing all these weird poses, like he's posing for some yoga commercial or something. I know he does yoga, or at least he used to, but I guess I'll just put these up on the shelf, and I'll show you guys the book I bought. But yeah, like I said, this stuff cost me 15 bucks, so it wasn't cheap. There's mainly the vinyl for Dream of the Blue Turtles. Alright. Then, the book I got, I have the bass version of this, but I always wanted the guitar one, but this is The Offspring's Greatest Hits. I know Steve Gornberg was one of the transcribers, but in here they don't credit anybody, so he did the bass one as well. But you know, you get a picture of all the. I don't actually have the album, but I do have most of these songs. But I bought this book pretty much. I spent 20 bucks for 2 songs, so I'm paying $10 for 2 songs, I guess. But Can't Repeat's one of them, and then Defy You's the other. So I haven't heard Can't Repeat yet, but Defy You's pretty good. Looks a little challenging, but I mean, so far I've been able to play all the Offspring songs I've wanted to. So you know, I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't look impossible, but it does look it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So, let's see what I can do. Also, I am working on another game review. This time it's a DOS game, because DOS games are way more easier to review because I don't need to use a capture card. I just, use Cam Studio, have it record off of my sound card rather than my microphone, and that always works. But just using my capture card software just never wants to work. So I'm done with reviewing Famicom games for now. I'm not done for good. I'm just done for now because they're just too hard to do. But yeah, it's a DOS game, and hopefully you guys will like it. I do a little bit of behind the scenes stuff about the game, so yeah. And I actually haven't played the game for a while, but I'm pretty sure I'm still good at it. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll be okay. Don't worry, but just I don't know. I just don't feel the best right now. Before I go, one other thing. So I got a couple more of those red Wicked Apple ales, and I got a big one, I got a small one. The big one's still in the fridge, but the small one, I just bought it at a convenience store and I tasted it, and oh my god, I had the hardest time drinking it. It tasted so bad, and I wanted to vomit. Maybe I just got a bad one, but oh my god, it was not good at all. And I think it's going to be the last beer I have for a while, because, again, employers look at that and be like, oh great, he drinks, or, he smokes pot or something. My mom was actually trying to get me to smoke pot, but I'm going to hold off for now, again, because I really need a job. I don't care where I work, I just want to be able to get paid, so... So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Thanks.